you guys have never seen the show Narcos, okay, you need to. Number one, it's an incredible show. I was very apprehensive for a while because it's in Spanish and you have to watch, you have to like read the subtitles, so it kind of turned me off. And then I got like 1 or 2 episodes in and I realized this is incredible. Okay. And so there's two different versions. There's Mexico, and then there's the regular one, which is talking about Pablo Escobar in Colombia. And I have drawn so many business principles, which sounds very weird, but it's true. I've drawn a lot of business principles from watching this show. So I'm going to explain this. If you haven't seen it, then great. If you have, even better. But basically what happens is this: in the very beginning of the show Narcos, okay, Pablo Escobar, they introduced the character, and he is making a killing, quote unquote, a killing, selling contraband is what they use, the word they use, contraband. So he's taking illegally imported goods, cigarettes, TVs, stereo equipment, etc. He's illegally importing it, avoiding the tax, whatever, and then selling it for a margin. And he's making great money. Okay, according to what they say, he's making great money. He's made a great little business. Obviously, it's not legal, but nonetheless, he is making great money. And then he gets approached by a guy that they call Cockroach. And this guy has this product that it's so good that it creates its own demand. Okay, it's addictive. People can't stop using it, and they want to keep using it over and over and over and over, right? And so this product, as you probably might assume, is called cocaine. It's the Colombian marching powder, right? As people commonly refer to it as. He starts selling cocaine, and he gets approached by this. And when they meet, he starts this Cockroach guy. He's like telling him the margins. It's like, dude, this is how much it costs to buy it and to produce it. And you take the cocoa paste, and blah 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 blah. And he's like, you could sell it for this much money. And you like, at least the way they depict it is it just clicks for Escobar. And even in the show, it's like he fell in love the moment he realized what it was. He fell in love with cocaine. And what's funny is he didn't even, just a fun side fact, he didn't even like cocaine. He mainly smoked marijuana, but nonetheless, the margins were there. And so the way that Pablo Escobar became untouchable, the way that he went to having so much money that he was able to, I mean, and again, he didn't use this in a good way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's lessons to be learned here, but the way that he was able to create enough wealth that he literally was able to run for president, or attempted to, until he was caught. He was able to do whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted, however he wanted, until he was killed. Is he just shifted what he was selling. Okay, he changed and Alex Hermosi, have you guys heard me frequently talk about, he talks about changing the delivery. The deliverable, right? And so when Alex Hermosi, going to him, he started off and he was selling personal training, right? He was selling personal training, and he had personal training clients. And the way that he went to the next step is he changed the deliverable. And so instead of just being a personal trainer, the next step was he then opened gyms. And so it was the same thing that he was selling fitness, he was selling training, but he just packaged it differently. And now he changed the deliverable. And so I'm telling you guys this on a Monday morning because a lot of you guys are putting in the same effort as some of us that are making a lot of money, that are using this money to invest in real estate, to whatever, fill up the coffers and get ready for when things go south so we can buy up other properties, etc. You guys aren't putting in any less effort than some of us. Some of you guys that are out there that are grinding your face off doing SEO, doing websites, running these agencies, and they're not bad. It's money. It's like Escobar. You're making money and it's contraband, right? And all I would tell you is that if you applied the same effort that you're applying and started selling a different deliverable, right? When you're selling lead gen, you're still doing SEO. We're doing rank and rent, right? We're building the website. We're doing the SEO, which means we're doing the backlinks. We're doing the content. We're doing the whole deal. We're still doing SEO. The only difference is is we're positioning it differently. The deliverable now is leads. The deliverable is leads that and phone numbers and phone calls, instead of, oh, here's a report of the backlinks that we pointed at your website. It's a very small shift. But if you guys do this, the margins are insanely different. Once these websites rank, the ability to scale is insanely different. And I'm telling you guys, if you do this for 12 months, 24 months, you guys, where you'll be in 24 months or 12 months from now is going to be vastly different if you choose to keep doing SEO and keep doing lead gen and keep taking on these website deals, these one-off projects, these consulting gigs, instead of changing the deliverable and owning the asset and selling the leads that come from the asset. Okay. And so, as twisted as it sounds, as weird as it sounds, as it's actually not that much of a stretch. And honestly, every time I watch that show, and I've watched it multiple times, and I think the reason I like it is because there's so many business principles, is you guys have to start selling cocaine. You have to get away from the imported goods and the cigarettes and the stereo. And now somebody just filmed me and whatever, I'm going to get arrested, right? No, start selling cocaine, people. The margins are different. The scalability is different. The demand is different. Everything is different about it. People are so much more interested in it. And I could probably replace that nowadays with the new cocaine, which is fentanyl. Start selling cocaine. Start selling lead gen. If you guys want to scale, if you guys want to get untouchable rich, you have to change a deliverable, and you will never scale to 7 figures, and certainly not 8 figures, if you are selling something, if you're selling your time for money. And SEO is nothing more than selling your time for money. So I wanted to share this because it's Monday morning and we're about to go into a week, and I'm about to put in my whatever hours, I don't know, my 60 hours, my 40 hours, my 80 hours, whatever this week looks like. And so are you. And the difference is, those of you that are choosing not to do lead gen because whatever reason you've given yourself, are going to put in the same amount of work, but the results are going to be vastly different. And I'm going to keep doing this and stacking weeks and weeks and months and years, and you'll see the different places that we end up. So for any of you that are on the fence and need a reason to start selling lead gen, to start going all in on lead gen, think about it like that. Think about, like, what if you applied the same effort into something that had more leverage, which is lead generation, which is owning the assets and selling the leads, and owning these assets that you can stack and you can continue to not worry if clients cancel, not worry if you have somebody fall off. Guys, with SEO, you are literally selling your time for dollars, and there is a cap. There is a cap, no matter how much you charge for that SEO. And I know how attractive it is because the money is there and people want to do it. But as I've said time and time again, set up strategic partnerships that you can push those deals to, take a cut, and focus on selling the leads. Okay. And I had somebody tell me this, that made a lot of money the last couple of years and has made a lot of money for probably 10 years. They said, they said, I don't spend my time building or doing anything that does not include an asset that I own. I do not spend my time or get involved in anything that does not include me building or creating an asset that I own. SEO, doing SEO work does not build an asset. Okay. It doesn't. By the end of it, you have nothing. They control you. They tell you when to jump, how high to jump, when they're going to stop paying you. With lead gen, you are putting your time in and you are making money. And at the same time, you are building an asset. So ask yourself, are the 40 hours, the 60 hours that you're about to put in this week, are they going towards building an asset? At the end of this week, are you going to be able to say, hey, I spent 60 hours, but it's something I'm going to be able to get paid on again and again and again, and that I control and that I own? Or are you literally just giving another week of your life, another 40 to 60 hours, getting paid, no matter how good it is, for somebody else to control your life? Okay. That's the question you need to ask yourself. And if you are not where you want to be, and you've been doing the same thing for years and years and years, why don't you try something different? Okay. As they always say, like, the definition of insanity, as we all know, is doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result, or expecting to get a different result. It's the same thing I've heard Tony Robbins say. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. So I think some of us, we listen to these videos, we get excited, we like the idea, yet Monday morning comes and we're back on our same bullshit, which is chasing quick money that's not going to be there next year. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good your reporting is. I don't care how good your rapport is with these clients, how good of friends they are. They will eventually cancel and you will be left with nothing.